Welcome to Pure Mind Magic, the show to evolve your mind. Our mind is the most powerful thing we have, but no one teaches us how to use it. When we find out how, we're ready to create magic in life and in business. Learn real mindset secrets from brilliant minds around the world to change your mindset and income level forever. With every decision you make, you create your future. What is your next move? Now, welcome your host, international magician, speaker, and podcast performance consultant, Jennifer S. Royal.
Hi, this is Jennifer, and thanks for tuning in to the midweek motivation at Pure Mind Magic. Today, talking about how to get 100 hours of work done in 10 hours. Obviously, you need kind of a magic trick or business trick to accomplish that. I will teach you and inspire you in this episode how to do it. Before we get started and I reveal some tips and secrets for you, my tip is when you are interested in podcasting and growing your network, doing some business development for being an entrepreneur or to grow your business in general, then it might be a good idea to check out my first online course that I put together that tells you how you can leverage the medium of podcasting and podcast guesting to really grow your network exponentially. It is a 3-hour online course and you get lifetime access with the coupon code in the show notes. You get also 90% off and can try it. There's a money back guarantee. So I'm sure you will have a lot of value from doing this course. So check that out. And now let's talk about what we can do with time to get this 100 hours of work done in 10 hours. First of all, you all know the term work smart, not hard. And I came across that for many years and thought, of course, it makes sense. And I kind of connected it always to the work-life balance as well. And then, there's this other term of work hard, play hard. But like in the last month, I found another approach to this term, what it actually means to work smart and not hard. Of course, you have to change your mindset around that to really grab the concept of what's behind it. And it means that you need to have this vision and then take smart steps on getting there. Because there's a big difference and it's really easy to be busy, but it's different being busy and really getting things done. And maybe you experienced that as well before, that you have days where you do a ton of work and you have an endless to-do list. And in the evening, you have the feeling that you haven't accomplished anything. So you were just busy, and it's this modus operandi where you are running around and not doing something that really brings you closer to your goals and to your visions. So you have to put in this thinking time and come up with the vision and then come up with a strategy, and not being busy just doing things that have to be done, like answering emails, answering phone calls, and other things in operations that take a lot of time from you. And everyone is talking nowadays about productivity and how to get more done in less time. But then there's always the focus on getting done more, hustle all the time. And when you ask me, this is not really magical because it drains your energy. And we all know the phenomenon of more and more people falling into the trap of really being burned out or thinking they are burned out. So they are lacking energy, they are lacking focus, and They are probably still doing things, but they don't move further. So think of the picture of being in the gym on the treadmill. So you do a lot and you are sweating, but you are not moving anywhere. So we have to shift the mindset here around that to really get the important things done, and all of that in a very smart way. And the best thing would be to accomplish the lifestyle where you have fun doing what you do. You love your business. You love being an entrepreneur. You love creating things, being a producer, all that, so that it doesn't feel like work. You're more into the flow, and you can also merge that together with your family life or your personal life or spending time with your friends, whatever it is that you like. So as I said, start with securing this time, this pure thinking time for coming up with the vision and the strategy. And in best case, you have a mentor or coach or accountability partner who's helping you with that, or you are part of a mastermind group that you stay in that vibe and that you have other people helping you with similar goals and a similar energy behind it. So then it's really easier. And it helps you that you have this clear direction and really can set course in this one direction that you have chosen. So how do you do it? It's like a magician cutting yourself in half. So this is still a very famous illusion, and you see it in almost any magic stage show. It's about multiplying yourself, or in the end, cloning yourself, like having several versions of yourself doing the right things. To do that, it is, of course, necessary that you know exactly what you are doing and what needs to be done, so that you can communicate that to other people, to your staff, to your team members, to the team you are building. And think of the film from Wolf of Wall Street. So the main character there as well clones himself, because he comes up with this sales pitch to sell penny stocks, and he teaches his whole crew exactly on how he does the sales pitch. So they all copy that and do it for him. And when you have seen the movie, you know that the main character parties all the time, and he has blackouts, and he takes a lot of drugs. So he's not really focused. He's not working smart. And most of the time he is not working anyways, but he still earns a ton of money. And with inflation, what he was making back then would be now around $100 million a year. So that is quite an amount of money by not doing anything. But he came up with a system or a machine he had in place doing it. So he was completely free, and other people were generating the money for him. But of course, in the beginning, he had to have the vision, the goal, and coming up with a strategy, teaching other people on how to do it so that they could work for him while he was doing whatever he liked. So just as an example that it is working, so you can clone yourself, you can multiply yourself, or speaking in the picture of a magician, you can saw yourself in half if you like. But to do that, you have a clear picture in mind that you can transfer onto other people, so that you make sure they are on track and bring in the results you would like to have. The next thing is that thinking about money, I was very familiar with the concept, of course, to leverage other people's money, like when you lend money and then this is an investment and you work with this money, or this money in kind of an investment works for you. So this is a pretty known concept everywhere. And it took some time until I saw that, of course, there's also the possibility to leverage other people's time. Because basically, when we break it down, we have these two big resources. It's money and time. And normally all problems arose whether from money or time, having a lack of money or having a lack of time. And when you don't have the money, you have to put in more time, more from this resource. And when you have more money, you can put in less time. And as I said, like buy time from other people. More on that in a few moments. But just that you understand that concept, that time is really this resource that you can leverage in the same way as you can resource the leverage of money from other people. So how do you do it? Because time is a resource like money is, you can invest time as well as you can invest money. So everyone gets the same amount of 24 hours a day, and you decide where you invest your money in. And in the best case, you invest your money in things that make you happier, that grow your business, that grow you as a personality, all those things. You make the decisions every day on a daily basis where to invest your time. Now coming back on how you can buy the time and leverage the time of other people, and then to come full circle on how to get 100 hours of workload done in a 10-hour work day. So examples to buy some time are when you have a driver. Because when you're driving your car yourself, you can't do anything in the meantime. I mean, you can listen to audiobooks or podcasts, what of course I highly recommend and I always do when I'm on the road, because I still love driving around, and then there is no time wasted because I can learn and get some new inputs and inspiration while I'm on the road. But when you have a driver, of course, you can set your notebook up, you can write, you can make phone calls, you can take notes, you can even read, you can hand out tasks to other people from your notebook. So you're connected with a hotspot or Wi-Fi or whatever. So a really good way. And my father always used to drive me, and he still does from time to time. And I really liked that in my teenager days because it was really great, and it took a lot of stress from me because I had to think of where to park the car and all that. And especially when it comes to magic shows, this is something that stresses me out when I know it's in the middle of a city and I have no clue on where to park the car. So this is really convenient when you have someone there, and you can really get a professional driver, and it might cost you around $20 an hour. But think of what you can do with this hour or 2 hours when you spend $40 on the driver, but you can maybe come up with deals that are worth thousands of dollars while you are on the car doing your phone calls and really being able to focus completely on the phone call and not on traffic on the road or on anything that's ahead of you. Then also, next thing is where you can buy some extra time is to have a personal assistant or virtual assistant, someone who is helping you with all the organization, with your emails, with your daily tasks, with other operations, and let's say with research, everything you need, everything that is really time consuming. So you free up some time here again when you have a personal assistant. Same goes for bookkeeper, unless you really love playing with the numbers and all the invoices and everything that falls into that category, then go for it. But otherwise, I highly recommend having a bookkeeper. Also an IT person. So when anything isn't working out on your computer, that you have someone you can call, because this also drains energy and costs you too much time to figure all that out on your own. So I suggest that you really focus on your core competence and the things that bring in money, that grow your business, and not things you have no clue about and just stresses you out. You can also free up some time when you have people that are helping you in your household, a nanny, so that you have some more time there for other things when you are at home and these things don't bother you. And it's true. So these people can help you a lot here as a side note, because last week when I went to the hairdresser, I always love to go through the magazines there, all the fitness magazines. They have all of them. And then I got some time to have a look in there. And there was an actress asked about her training plan. And the question was that all the Hollywood actors are always in best shape and they look so good. Is it because they have their personal trainers and a nutritionist behind it, a chef? And the answer of her was, unfortunately, yes, because she would be so lazy not doing anything without them. So this is some extra thing when you want to work on your personal growth, on your appearance, on being attractive, then think of hiring people helping you out in this area. And this also saves you time that you have to sit down and read all the books on nutrition and understand how everything fits together. You just have someone who's helping you with that, has all the knowledge, and can help you train more effective, because otherwise maybe you are just hitting the gym and doing your routine, your normal workout, and you are not making any progress. But when you have this trainer coming in and showing you some cool hacks and tricks and things you can improve, you can drastically improve your personal workout and really get some cool results. So this as a short side note here. And now, as said, to come full circle, the 100 hours. And probably you can guess it now already how this all comes together. The 100 hours of work in one day, when we think of a 10-hour work day, can be done when you have 10 people working for you 10 hours a day. So this would sum up as 100 hours of work in a day. So what could that be? Think of having someone who is doing a marketing strategy for you, having someone who is reaching out to influencers, to podcasts, having someone who's helping you with SEO, having someone who is writing copy for you, having someone who is doing all the graphics for you, having someone who is doing editing for you, whether it's video or audio or both, having someone who is researching great business and personal development books that you should read next, having someone who is researching all the data that's required in your field that helps you to get an expert or could be the foundation of your next book or program, whatever you are creating, having someone who is planning your events, having someone who is looking for all the conventions that are happening worldwide where you might be a great speaker or where you just should attend, having someone who is doing all your travel planning, booking your flights, your hotels, all those things. So when you think of that, this is a tremendous workload, and it all can be done in one day by having set up the right strategy and having all the people in place working for you, while you freed up so much time that you can just sit down and think where you would like to go, what you would like to manifest, to realize where your business should go, what your mission statement is, all of that, while other people are doing other things for you. And this is where you are really moving forward. So in this stadium, we are definitely leaving the treadmill. So now you are out and running in the sun at a high pace. And I think you got the idea now on how to do it and why it is so important that you have this clear vision in mind and that you are able to communicate to other people what you would like to have. Because they have no idea. You have to tell them, but then they are on track. And you bought some free time for yourself because you leverage the time of other people, of your staff, of your team. And it's amazing how much you can get done in one day. And again, why the mindset plays this huge role here is, think back when you were about to go on a holiday. Do you remember how productive you were just a day before your flight or before you were leaving for this holiday? It's incredible because it seems like we are so motivated because we know that there's this holiday and we have this time for ourselves, with our partner, with our family, and it's just different. So we feel so motivated that it's really easy to do all those things. And other times, maybe you experience that as well. It's really tough to get into the flow in the morning because then your phone is ringing, there's an email coming in and you are just responding to that. And then you are out of track and out of the flow because you're just reacting to all of those things. So the other strategy is definitely better. And I hope you also now think twice about what I said in the beginning: work smart, not hard. And what that means, at least for me, and how I interpret it now. So I think you got it. Let me know what you think and maybe some additional ideas you have on what you can do to really be more productive, but not in the sense of doing more and hustling more and sleeping less, really in the sense of being this clever person, like the magician, knowing the tricks, knowing the secrets, and just working in a clever way and being ahead of other people and your competition and still enjoying what you are doing without burning out. So try it out. And as I said, let me know how this goes, how you or what you experience with it, and maybe you get your driver or your personal assistant now when this motivated you to do that. And with the internet, it's really simple, so you can just hire someone for a day and see how it goes. And if you like it, then invest more when you see all the results you can get out of it by doing that and having that. That's it for today, I guess. And as I said, when you would like to start leveraging your time and do some cool things, check out my online course on how to use podcasting to grow your network. This is the first step in the direction of leverage. And I'm probably going to do some other episodes around that topic in the future. So let me know if you like that, if this was helpful. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the show. That helps me a lot to grow it, to make it better, and to expand it worldwide. Have a fantastic week. Talk to you on Friday. Until then, create some magic.